Hello, this is Dennis with A1 Telephone Service and Repair, A1 Electronics. You can reach us on the web at www.a1-telephone.com, and you can also reach us at 618-235-6959. Today I want to show you a really cool rotary desk telephone, a 202 with an E1 handset. And this is Jack's equipment from Washington. And we've made Jack some electronic transmitters that are amplified that we build here at the shop and designed. And so he installed them in a 302. And what he's asking here in his note is he wants to take this E1 handset and install electronic amplified transmitter in the transmitter section, and he wants to convert the receiver that has a diaphragm in this handset. And these E1 handsets, what they have is the old style type diaphragm that you would have like on a candlestick telephone or a wooden wall crank telephone. There's a metal plate in there, and so anyway, that's the diaphragm that sits on that magnet. The voltage goes through it. That's how it creates its sound, its audio. And he doesn't like that. He wants that changed because he's talking about in his note that it's tinty sounding. And then he also says that people say that he is hard to hear and that he breaks up, and he also wants the rotary looked at. It's sluggish. So we'll be looking at the rotary. This is the initial checkout, so we're going to go ahead and take a look at this handset here. Now, we have some cracks in this handset already. There's some various cracks in there. They're most likely maybe a drop or something in the past, and just basically maybe the material expanding and contracting. So we have to get some of this apart. The reason why he basically sent this unit in is because some of the parts come off the handset, but not all of them. And so we have to free everything up. And he was afraid that if he worked on it, it may break on him. So he sent it in, and the telephone had other issues along with that. And so it's going to be pretty hard to get these apart since this one is already cracked a little bit in different areas. But we'll work on that, and we'll get our electronic amplified transmitter installed. We'll also install a replacement capsule so he doesn't have to deal with a tinty sounding diaphragm that's in these E1 handsets. We also want to give you a look at the telephone. It's a very good example of a 202. It's in very good condition. And we have the cover loose, so we want to open the unit up and give you a look at the inside. Now, somebody has done some conversion on this telephone, and they have a name tag here of some things that were done to it. Looks like an 04, and that's probably when this network was installed. Now, we're going to have to look at this network because it doesn't fit in here very well, and there are some components on this network that are not needed for this telephone. And so we're going to be removing off the network board, and we're going to be trimming that down. We're going to be looking at it and seeing what we can do to make it a little smaller, and we need to take some components off this board that are not needed at all. So we need to figure that out, and then we want to install it back in so that it doesn't interfere with our hook switch or our contacts for our rotary. So we'll be looking at that issue. First, we want to start on the handset. We want to get that apart because both caps have issues. And so we're going to take a short break. We'll come right back and we'll start working on the handset. So we'll be right back. Okay, we're back now, and we're going to show a little bit about what's going on. We have removed all the parts to the handset, and so we want to show you the transmitter. That was the only thing that we haven't cleaned because we're not going to replace it. It's bad anyway, but you can see dirt and corrosion from the years of buildup on this transmitter. And so that's basically what builds up on the metal parts here, and you get your dirt in there, and then you can't get anything apart. We're going to set that to the side. It's no good to us. It's of no use. This is what your transmitter would be located in, and then we have all of our threads. So this is basically a good look at what's going on here. And then we have our spit cup. That's our transmitter cover. Then we have our ring for our receiver. This is the diaphragm that we were talking about earlier. That's going to be removed also. We don't need that. I want to give you a look at these parts if you've never seen an E1 handset apart before. And sometimes they can be really difficult to get apart, just for the simple fact that you have your metal parts, then you have your bakelite parts, and then corrosion and buildup. You can kind of see that corrosion on this transmitter housing. So we want to go ahead and start working on this. We want to build our transmitter, and then we want to install it, and then we also want to replace the diaphragm and install a newer style receiver capsule. So we'll go ahead and take a short break, and we'll be right back. Okay, we're back now, and we are finished putting our electronic amplified transmitter together. And so we want to go ahead and show that to you. This is going to take the place of the old carbon granule transmitter that's in this E1 handset. We have our spade connectors here. That'll be our connections to the handset, and we will cover the unit so that there's no issues there. And we'll be installing that in the handset. So we'll go ahead and take a short break. We'll get a start on that, and we'll come back as we move forward in the rest of the repairs and issues that we take care of on this telephone. So we'll be right back. Okay, we're back now, and we are finished up with the repair of this telephone, and we're going to run through a little bit about what went on. We went ahead and removed all the parts to the handset. Some of the pieces were frozen up, so they had to be removed. We installed our electronic amplified transmitter. We also upgraded the receiver capsule. Now here's our old transmitter. That's of no use to us. And here's the old receiver and diaphragm. So that's of no use to us. We also went through the rotary. That was oiled, cleaned, and adjusted. We stabilized the PC board to the bottom plate of the telephone so that it's not flopping around inside like it was before. So now what we want to do, since we can't ring the unit, doesn't have a bell box with it, is this is our pickup here, and that's so you can hear the amplification from the audio. And we'll go ahead and turn the amplifier on, and we'll give you some dial tone. We want to walk through our numbers. If you watch the analyzer, you'll watch the numbers roll by. I'm going to end in a 2. I want to go ahead and turn the amplifier off because I want to transmit into the handset. If you watch that red light, on the analyzer, you can see how bright that is. These electronic amplified transmitters are very touchy. They're sensitive. And we make them like that so that you won't have any problem transmitting on the telephone and holding an everyday conversation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So every time you see that red light, that's an indication of 100% modulation on transmit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hello, hello. So now that we know that this telephone is dialing out, it has receive and transmit, we can go ahead and push this button on the switch box. That gives us a line out and totally takes the analyzer out of the situation, and we can call a time and temp number. I'll go ahead and turn the amplifier on and give you some dial tone, and we'll call that number.
Good morning. Save money on insurance. Get a quote from Offenberg's Allstate Agency in O'Fallon and Belleville. Call 618-624-8937. Today is Friday, December 19th. The time is 3:35. Current temperature 39 degrees.
Cloudy today. A chance of drizzle and snow. Accumulations up to 1 inch, highs in the upper 30s. Mostly cloudy tonight, lows in the upper 20s. Mostly cloudy Friday, highs in the upper 30s.
Okay, we can call one other number. We can call my number, and it'll be busy. We can go ahead and turn off the amplifier, hang the unit up. Now that we know that this telephone has been repaired, we can return it to Jack, and he can enjoy this telephone once again. Very cool 202 with an E1 handset. It's going to look great no matter where he puts it in service. This is Dennis with A1 Telephone Service and Repair, A1 Electronics. You can reach us on the web at www.a1-telephone.com, and you can also reach us at 618-235-6959. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.